Court.
Hey, welcome everybody over there on We Got a Case. Welcome to the show.
It's 30 days in jail, suspended for 1 year. Okay.
At downtown, the one downtown.
Yeah, the one downtown. They'll give you the directions. All right. Thank you, young lady.
Sorry.
You have a great day, sir. Thank you.
Same to you. Thank you. Okay, let's go back
Judge,
to. Yeah.
What about the FTA warrant that she admitted to?
That's time served.
Okay.
Hello, Mary.
Okay.
Mary, welcome.
Let me get back.
Look, maybe that woman and that man could get a place together.
Oh, We Got a Case just went live.
Okay.
Good. I'm glad. Welcome to We Got a Case.
Timothy,
Thank you for the heads
Father,
up, by the way.
Yeah.
I know it happened.
It's
I clicked the wrong thing and
00534.
unclicked something and
Oh, I
thought I
think it was
clicked it
wrong.
back.
A lot of destinations.
Good
Hey,
morning.
Knox.
City
Looking good, Knox.
continued from yesterday or day
No, he
before
was going
for
to Reno.
victim. I'm taking it this is a sentencing. Am I correct?
That's correct, Your Honor. We did reach out to the victim, Leon Ferran. He is with Allied Universal Security.
Where is Jordan?
He indicated that the defendant is a menace to
He's
the
waiting
bus
for Case
station.
Joe.
He's
Come
always
on.
trying to sleep there, and so they're requesting a no contact order. So I'm requesting 30 days jail, suspended for 1 year, provided he not go to RTC bus station, and the address is 200.
Yeah, get kicked
East
out of
4th
bus station?
Street,
I
and that's in
mean,
Reno, Nevada, and it's Route
that's a
14.
good spot to sleep.
Okay, Mr. McGinnis, your thoughts?
Thank you, Your Honor. My client's been in custody for 4 days. I read the facts of this case. He was on a bus, wasn't able to pay the fare. They tried to remove him. He refused to leave. They asked for
Oh,
his
he tried to get on a
identification
bus.
through the ID at the individual. That's the battery, throwing an ID at an individual. This wasn't a violent offense. I asked for a 15-day suspended sentence on the condition that he had the no contact.
I hope so.
Okay.
Do you
All right,
remember
Mr.
Dave
Father
that used to
Gill.
be here all the time?
What would you
That's
like?
right.
What would you like to say?
I'll plead guilty, Your Honor.
You've already pled guilty. This is your sentencing. What would you like to say?
I mean, I accept all of that, and I'll stay away from RTC.
You
Yep,
got a
I
job?
did it.
I just started TMCC this semester about a week ago,
Community
and I do
college, I'm
stay in
guessing.
the CARES campus.
All right, good for you. Okay. I'm going to give you 20. This is the deal, young man.
Oh, good.
I'm going to give you 20
for
days,
you.
Washington County Jail. That's going to be suspended for 1 year. You're on probation for 1 year. You're going to report upon release to the Reno Municipal Court. The conditions are very simple. You obey all laws and no contact in any fashion with the RTC
Just a little.
bus station at 200 East 4th Street. Do you understand me?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, that'll be the order. Thank you. Good luck in school.
Thank you.
I'm keeping my mind.
Let's go to Brian Gold,
I'm keeping my
Gohl.
In your mind.
Over in Louisiana, we've got Stephen Munsey coming up next. If we want to do a parole hearing.
Absolutely. This will definitely can wait for us. So if you see that, we'll jump to that.
I've got here that
Judge is always casual.
on April 20th
April 20th.
last year,
Good
you
gracious.
Yes, you understand?
Yenda.
you owe $718. This is the third warrant on this case. Do you admit complying with that order to pay that amount?
Yes,
How long you been in jail?
for 2 months, since November 30th.
You know, he's currently being held on a robbery charge. Would ask that you convert
wow.
the
There we
718
go.
to jail time.
It should have
Okay, fine you in
Objection.
700. He would have been out.
Thank you. Fine
Yeah.
you in contempt. The $718 will be converted. The jail time, I'm going to give you 7 days in jail, and that's going to be credited towards your fine. Your underlying conditions are waived. So
Is this
this
one of the
clears this
states where
matter up. Thank
They
you,
put
sir.
a monetary.
All right, let's go to
Yeah, for,
Carrillo Gonzalez.
It seems like he was doing like
Yaniti-
$100 a day.
Yanatizi
Sounds it.
Gonzalez Carrillo, 15062.
And procedurally, I was unclear on this case. Your court clerks helped me out to figure out what was going on. It appears that she pled on 111 to the DUI. She was supposed to get a substance abuse evaluation with the sentencing on 2/15 of 23. Unfortunately, she tested positive on 1/14 of 23 of alcohol. I was hoping to go forward with the sentencing today because she did get the evaluation, but I was informed that it
Lakes
was
freeze every year.
off-site, so we
Yeah.
do
All
not
the
have a
fish
copy
don't
of the
die.
evaluation. I don't know how the court would like to proceed on this case. I was hoping that, to go forward with the sentencing at some point in time.
Your Honor,
What
we
do
also
they-
would like to move forward, and for the record, her breath levels were 0.089 and 0.099, so we might not
Okay.
need the evaluation.
That's not very
Got
much,
it.
right?
No, it's not
Okay,
crazy
go
high,
ahead,
no.
City. Let's do the sentencing today. What's your suggestion?
Your Honor, she has no criminal history. In this case, it appears she was going the
again?
wrong way on a one-way
Again.
road.
Just
She
go
was
on, brother.
cooperative with law enforcement.
Almost
There
do
was
that.
no
Not
accident in
quite a
this
good enough
case.
beard, though.
Her breath, as I indicated, was 0.089 and 0.099, so we're recommending the standards for DUI.
Go ahead and give those to me.
$778 fine, Your Honor, victim impact panel, DUI school level 1, and then 185 days breath interlock device,
I think that
2
was
days
me.
in
Chili
jail or
Little.
48 hours community service minus
Slightly.
credit for time served.
Okay. Mr. McGinnis, any
I
variance
saw
from
it the
that?
other day,
The
remember?
only variance I have, Your Honor, and I'm just a stickler for rules. She's 20 years old.
Well, if Mr. McGinnis is such a stickler for rules, can he please shut that closet door because it is very distracting. We all know she has 2 times she's a drunkard, but not really high, not crazy high, but still too much over the limit.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Miss Gonzalez
Go ahead.
Carrillo, do you have anything to say?
Nailed it.
Yes, sir. I just want to say this is not my actual character. This is the first bump I've ever had. I am not this type of person. I am really eager
No,
to
I'm
get
hooked
out
on
of here
cocaine.
today. I went
Hey.
through. I am my only support system here.
Far more
Hey, Rose.
cocaine
Me
person.
being in here has backtracked a lot of my personal life. I am willing to do whatever it takes. I just really
Dr.
want to
Green
get this all
willing
over
to do
with. I
anything.
did do my
It's Dr.
evaluation.
Green time.
I actually did it through Nina. I had the 8 hours of DUI school already paid for this past weekend, which I unfortunately missed. But I'm willing to do anything to like
She's already in DUI school.
get out of here,
Good for
get this
her.
straight out of
My
life.
fave, but they usually go
How long you been in jail?
over my head.
It's January 26th.
Okay. That's what I'm gonna do, young lady. You have a place to live?
Yes, I pay my own rent. I'm my only support system. I
Well,
live
that's
here
good to
alone.
hear.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you work at
You've been in
Tesla?
there, you've been in there for 5 days, am I correct?
6
Yes,
days.
Oh my
6
God.
days.
All right.
Hang on. I've been watching over here, Leanne getting ready. Look at the plate collection behind her.
Immaculate, Credence.
I'm
That
sorry.
is truly art.
Yeah, it's not every day you see a display like that. I'm sorry. We all had to take that in very quickly.
Every grandmother has a beautiful setup like that.
Jump
Listen,
back to Reno,
board,
but
you're
we're getting
gonna
ready
set
for
up for these
Louisiana
conditions.
parole board. as
Don't
soon as
blow
they come
this one
up to
off. Do
speed.
you understand me?
I understand this.
Okay,
No
it's
more
gonna be
blowing it
very
off.
simple. You're gonna do the victim impact program. You're gonna do the level 1 alcohol program. You're gonna do breath interlock device for 185 days. The
Whatever it takes.
48 hours community service should be credited
You
towards
have
that.
to.
That means that you're
Good to
with the
go.
time you've done in jail, you won't have to do any community service. As far as the fine is concerned, young lady, I'm going to give you a break. I'm going to,
Hey, Jim,
what's the lowest fine?
Jimmy.
Is it
what's the
5
lowest
what,
fine? You always like to
Patrick?
hear the judge.
25.
say that.
5K.
What's the
I'm going to give you the lowest fine, young lady. In fact, what I'm going to do since you've been in jail for so long, I'm going to give
He
you a
likes her.
hand. I'm going to waive the fine. The only thing I'm going to impose is the $60 testing fee. Okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right. Good luck with your life. You seem like a nice young lady. Stay out of trouble.
I will.
What's the hell?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
She won his heart with her compelling,
Yeah.
like, I did this and this and this and this. She admitted it all, and
Listen.
that made the difference.
What's so funny? Did he just fart or something? We didn't hear it. He just
Oh.
went, everybody's laughing now.
I don't know, but I wonder if she has cake on that plate again.
You damn right. sir.
John Growy, Groy. Grow.
He's a growy,
What are we
not a
doing? We've
showy.
got 3 cases here. What are we doing?
JD
Thank you. We
Spoon
have
collection.
3 plus there was
Back
2
here.
add-ons, a total of
Peace
5
and
cases.
love.
They're all similar. I'm not sure what the city would like to do. but I'm
Georgia.
asking the city to make an offer.
Okay, city, make an offer.
Your Honor, if he pleads to 2 of the counts, how about let's do
Oh, Griffin, I'm sorry to hear that.
Stay strong, my brother.
Let's do the 20 TR 1286 enters a plea to that one count 1, and then 19 TR.
Hold on a
Oh,
minute. Let me go
I
back here.
apologize.
Okay, 1286.
Yep, 1286. That's the remaining on a traffic island or median. And then
Okay.
he also pleads
Judge's
to
mom.
19 TR 15428. Same thing. If he pleads to those two
sorry to hear that
counts,
about
we'll
Kevin.
dismiss the other cases, which I believe, Your Honor, if you could just clarify. I'm only showing 3 cases. So what are the case numbers for the additional 2?
They're both were sent over this morning by
Of course,
Ms.
Hector.
Ballard
Yeah.
and their citations.
For same thing, I'm assuming, or
Yeah.
Well, Mary,
Okay, so plead to, okay, all
so if
right.
he pleads
pull that
to
right off
2,
the shelf.
I'll dismiss the other 3.
It's not a
Okay,
manifesto.
Mr. Bro, are you there?
By the way, where he's been?
Yes,
Where
sir.
he been?
All right, is that how you say the last name? Okay, what on 15428, it's remaining in a traffic island. What is your plea to that charge?
Have you ever heard of that one? I mean,
No.
Okay, and
Remaining
all
in a
right.
traffic island.
So listen, every nature strip here in Charlotte, on every road, I mean, just anywhere you go in the city, is somebody standing there with a sign. So I'm wondering if that's their way to combat that, because that is it's a nasty spot to be standing. They're very
It's
smart.
nasty, especially because trash accumulates there from these people bringing them food that they don't want, and so you got
That's true,
20
yeah.
soda cups just sitting on the ground.
Yeah. FYI, these people are not looking for money for food or survival. Most of them, anyways. They're looking for other things to survive on.
They might have a drinking problem,
Or
maybe
other.
even coke. Come on.
Cocaine.
Let Robin say it.
Down to the ground, cocaine.
More in the
On,
crack nature, though, usually.
01286.
They want
What
to
is-
stepped on.
What is your plea to that charge?
In the middle of the traffic thing, up on the island.
Guilty, sir.
Okay, the other counts are the other cases are dismissed.
He was
pursuant to
living there.
negotiations. City,
Your Honor, we're just requesting credit for time served.
all right, we're giving you time served, sir. That means you get out of jail today, stay out of trouble, and good luck with your life.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's go to Michael Hackett.
Hey,
Hackett.
That's the guy that made all those web channels that weren't ours. Michael Hackett.
Yeah, Mikey Hack. Let's hold off on Reno. We'll come back, and I think we're getting ready over here to see Stephen here at the Louisiana Parole Board. Boy, we get a great shot of Leanne. Seriously, though, whoever said that about the about an earthquake, let's hope for one. Is this Stephen, this old man here? I think he's in a wheelchair.
Oh my God, let this guy out. I don't know what he did.
It doesn't matter. He's fine. He's reformed.
He's on death's door.
All right. I don't think they've started quite yet. Is she sitting next to him to yell at him so that he can hear what's going on, maybe?
They said you need to tell them what you did.
He looks back and goes, the blessings.
This is the guy that tried to kill Henry Ford.
Hector, that's a man I probably would give $1 to at that point.
Hey, just got to be honest, right?
I'm guessing that's what that is then. That's their way of combating that a little bit is ticketing, that way.
But then you get a free night's stay at the beautiful Reno Inn.
No, we were huge Stern fans. Not so much anymore.
I still listen if I can get some Ronnie or some.
Yeah, but
anybody other than Howard Duncan.
Yeah, and Beth.
I want to hear about saving pigs.
Oh, Coach is extremely fair. He really is. I like him. I'd like to see some of him, like him, in a different setting, doing court. Which I don't know if he does. If he's just a magistrate doing that, but
no, he's actual judge. I've seen him on the bench.
Have you? Yeah. See, I'd like to see him on the bench. Did we see him maybe in the courtroom one time and we were kind of freaking out?
Like once, maybe once. But,
this dude, anybody want to guess what this dude's in for? I mean,
the committee on parole is called back to order. Time is 12:36.
He robbed a stagecoach, maybe? I don't know.
Stephen Munsey.
Yes.
Mr. Munsey,
Guilty
would
of
you
treason?
please give us your full name and DOC number?
BRB.
My name is Stephen Munsey, 106509.
Thank you very much, Mr. Munsey. Let me explain our process to you. First, we're going to conduct a parole interview with you. And then the board, I'm going to read some information into the record. Then the board's going to conduct a parole interview with you. And at the appropriate time,
Agreed.
we'll allow those persons who wish to have input to speak. Speaking on your behalf today is Mr. Kerry Myers with the Louisiana Parole Project, Miss Amy Myers with the Louisiana Parole Project,
Ooh,
and Miss Leanne Cabanis, who is your cousin. At the end, you'll be allowed to make a brief statement before the board votes. Do you understand our procedure?
Yes, sir.
This is the matter of Stephen Munsey, docket, DOC number 106509.
Agreed.
Date of birth, 12/11/1953. He's a fourth class offender. He has a parole eligibility date of September the 27th of 2016. He has an adjusted good time date of December the 27th of 2039 and a full term date of September the 26th of 2046. He is currently serving a 50-year sentence on the charges of forgery and armed robbery, having been sentenced on the forgery on October the 20th of 1997 and on the armed robbery on April the 29th of 1998. Mr. Munsey, to your knowledge, is all of that information basically correct?
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Your case has been assigned to Ms. Pearl Wise. She will begin our questioning. Would you please answer any questions she might have?
Yes,
Good
sir.
afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. How you doing?
How you good?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. How are you doing?
That's a good question. Well, I'm in a wheelchair. But in a sense, this wheelchair has hollowed me all the way out. I mean, it's made me ask for help from people, which I did not do ever. And
He looks way
I mean,
older.
it's just, I've
than
learned how
he-
to live a different way of life.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I read your record. How for the record, how long you been in jail?
$27 years, I think. I'm not sure.
Okay, and how old are you today?
69.
And you're 69 years of age.
Yeah.
When I look at the records, you've been a Pride member since July of 2000. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
He's 69 years old right now.
You worked, you taught carpentry for a while at the institution. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You was on the paint crew for 20 years. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you've been unable to work since like 2017. Is that about right?
He retired in 2017.
Sounds, that's close. I don't know.
Okay, well, that's what they wrote down. See, you had a hearing in March of 2020 and you were denied. Is that correct? You recall that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and in the 27 years, you've had 8 write-ups. Is that about right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I just want to put on the record there is some law enforcement opposition. There's nothing you can do about it.
69
I'm just
hard
saying it for the
years.
record. And one DA is unopposed because that DA said you served this whole time. I think that was the forgery charge when you got 10 years. So that DA was
Yes, he does. He looks bad.
unopposed. You took victim impact training. You completed that in December of 22. Can you tell me 1 or 2 things you learned in victim impact training?
Well,
I agree, Creed.
I sure can.
Like he was
It
way
made me
behind.
realize the hurt and stress that I put on other people because I have been robbed before.
Nate.
And but after taking that class, it really made me think about what I did. Because I mean, I hurt other people and I'm just not one to hurt other people, but I was on alcohol and drugs. I mean, all the way all the way to the max on alcohol and drugs.
Okay.
To the
And
max. 10.
Of course, I can't blame nobody but me for that because I'm the one that did it, not nobody else.
Good. And on your alcohol and drugs, the records I have, you tell me this correct or not, you've been attending AA and NA about twice a week.
See,
Yes, ma'am.
that's like the fourth thing to do.
I
What
have.
you getting out of that? What you get out of that?
Well, what I'm getting out of it is how to stay straight, how not to. Well, it's all about new faces and new places, basically. I mean, you just
Dropping
can't be
catchphrases
around.
for
If
you.
you're an addict, you're an addict. If you're an alcoholic, you're an alcoholic, always.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
that's what
that
they
you
want.
don't
It's what they
stop
like.
being
I'm
that
telling you.
because you're always
He's
gonna
hitting
be
them
there.
all.
Yeah.
And I know from them and other programs that I've taken that what my triggers are. And I can't be around, I just can't
That and
be
garlic.
around the trigger. Because I don't want to go back to doing that.
His
I'm too
triggers are
old
getting
for-
out of jail.
Number one, I'm too old for this prison life. I mean, it's just that this is for youngsters and I'd about spent half my life in here already.
Okay.
I'm-
Now,
I'm
tell me this.
By the way, we
Thank you
found out
for your
Leanne's his
answer.
cousin.
It sounds like
No.
you have really
I
thought
was gonna
about
have to
this.
say something.
You have
Here's
figured
the
some
time, sir.
things out,
What?
and I'm glad to hear that. There's some plans in the file about you
I wanna
going to
look
the
back
villa.
up.
Are you agree with that?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
want you okay with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. I just wanted to make sure you felt okay about that, because a lot of times, we can tell you about doing something we think is a good idea, but I want to know what you thought about it.
Well, my lawyer, she talks to me about this, about different things all the time, and she lays it out just like it is, and I agree with it. I mean, I need that. I mean, I'm too old to start again.
Okay. And you've learned to ask for help. That's a great gift. That's a
I
great-
believe it, Mayor.
Well,
Listen,
thank
we
you for
want
answering my question.
Knox's
Let's hear from the
progression,
ward.
right?
Ward, what you want to share with us about Mr.
Somebody that
Stevens?
wants it to work, it can definitely work.
Mr. Munzie is a minimum level trustee here at the institution. He has a low type of risk score. My encounters with him have always been positive. He's always had a positive attitude. Always liked to work anything we needed him to do around
Makes
the
them
prison.
look good. That's
He
the
was,
same thing.
You know, one of the first ones we'll call on. So he's always worked well with the staff at the institution. There is noted in his file, he have tried on several occasions to attain his high set, but there is a certified letter in his record that deemed him incapable of doing so because of, you know, his disability. And his record is accurate. It's been about since 2017 since he's been able to work, but he has maintained a positive attitude and outlook on things. So he's doing extremely well here at the prison. He in recent years have had some medical issues that he's working through, but other than that, he's on the right track.
Thank you, Warden. That's all I had, Chip. Thank you.
Not the nicest things to say about him, but
Now we'll hear
Yeah.
from your
Pretty
supporters,
generic.
Mr. Kerry Myers.
Yes, good afternoon. Kerry Myers with Louisiana Parole Project. As you know, Mr. Munsey's coming to you after
By the way, if
a
Mr.
denial
if
in
Judge Webster was
2020.
live
Since that
just a second
time,
ago, he didn't save it. He
he's,
deleted it.
That's a
his
shame.
medical issues have exacerbated. He did lose a leg. But as you can see, he is, you know, he has full faculties and communicates well. He has, Ms. Myers has talked to him about the villa. We have discussed this also with the institution. Should he be granted about placing him there in the villa, Parole Project will continue to provide reentry support while he's there, making sure he's connected to all services that he's eligible for. It's a possibility he may be eligible for Social Security.
Sure.
If at the least SSI. So
Send it
we'll make sure
over.
that those things are put in place. And we'll, even though he'll be at the villa, we'll continue to support him. Based on his age, his Class A trustee status, his disciplinary record. Certainly, Mr. Munzie could serve everyone better by serving his time outside of the facility in the villa.
In jail.
I thought he was going to do it. Wait a minute.
Continue to support him.
What? Thought you were there as his friend.
Thank you, Mr. Myers. Appreciate your comments. Miss Leanne.
He does. I think
Cannabis.
her, Miss Cannabis.
I'm sorry, Cannabis.
Miss Devil's Lettuce.
I think you're on mute now.
Unmute yourself. What do you guys think of the chat? This guy walking.
Now can you hear me?
Well, not walking.
Yeah,
That's a poor
okay.
choice of words.
Rolling out
I
of jail.
am Steve's
Rolling
first
out.
cousin. I'm 65 years old.
I
I've
think
known him
so.
my whole life. We used to play together at my grandmother's when I was young. I had loving, wonderful parents who guided me and taught me the skills to be successful in life. Steve didn't have that. A lot of the specifics were withheld from me as a child. I'm sure my parents didn't want me to know what kind of life Steve was dealing with. And some of the things I didn't find out until much later. But he didn't have the advantages that I had growing up. His parents, there was a lack of love.
China.
There was no guidance. And I think Steve suffered for it a lot. I've visited him since I was a teenager, since he was in juvenile detention on Greenville Springs Road. My mom and dad and I have visited him our whole lives. My dad passed away 3 years ago. And I think Daddy was a really good influence on Steve. Steve loved my dad and Dad loved Steve. I've seen Steve mellow a lot through the years. He's sober. He's given his life to Christ. And he has expressed to me that he wants to help young people. So they won't end up like he has. I love him very much. And I would like to see him in a facility where he can get some quality health care. He's kind. He's such a kind person at heart. And I would just like to see him.
Go let him
I
out.
would like to be able to see him outside of the prison facility.
Thank you, Ms. Evans.
Time served to drop the email down in the chat.
We also have Miss Linda Belso. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing her name
Who's
correctly.
Linda?
But she's there, I think.
Bring Linda over here. Let her
as,
talk.
Simply as an
Hey,
observer.
Linda.
Right. Okay. Ms. Myers, I assume you want Mr. Munzie to talk and then you'll close out for us?
You're bad today, Lisa.
Lisa going for that
Mr.
neck.
Munzie, is there anything you'd like to tell the board before we let Ms. Myers close out and then we vote?
Yes, sir. I just want y'all to know that y'all have made a believer out of me as far as doing crime. I did what I did on purpose to come to prison.
Yeah, boy.
Because I had to get off of drugs and alcohol because I just did not, living on the streets, sleeping in here, sleeping out there, or sleeping in the back LSU Union and or up on the roof or something like that. I got tired of it.
What?
It's just not my lifestyle. And I just want y'all to know that I will not commit no more crimes.
If he gets out, you think he's just going to go to like an old folks home?
Few years left.
I would imagine so.
Thank you, Mr. Munzie.
Could be rooming with Michael Malloy.
Ms. Myers, if you close out for us.
Thank you, Mr. Marabella. In the 4 hours that I've been sitting here in the visiting area, I've spoken to 6 different DOC officials that have all spoken very highly of Mr. Munzie, including Warden Thomas, who's sitting here next to me, Lieutenant Colonel Williams, Major Butler, Sergeant Miss Knighton, Dorm Sergeant Miss Kane, and Master Sergeant Miss Harrell.
Pearl's
They all
looking
have
up.
lovely things to
Did you
say
see
to
that
Mr.
smile?
Munzie, wishing him well and liking this hearing. Since the denial in 2020, Mr. Munzie has faithfully followed the guidance that Mr. Roche gave him about completing more programming. Besides for the victim impact that he told Ms. Wise about, he's also done the Values of a Man, the mock parole board course, and the Gentleman Enlightenment Movement. Mr. Munzie's future health costs are likely to be very high. He has a range of different medical conditions, and there is a risk that he will lose his other leg.
So he's down the leg.
Being able to receive consistent treatment at Villa Feliciana will definitely alleviate that risk and help him greatly. Mr. Mundy is very clear about his sobriety, even though he has some confusion about dates and things like that. The sobriety issue is very clear in his mind. He has a plan to attend AA meetings through Villa Feliciana, and Miss Linda Felcher behind me, Parole Project, and Miss Leanne, we're all going to be there to encourage him and to assist him with that. As a 69-year-old man, Mr. Mundy has outgrown criminal behavior, and he completed those programs despite very serious health conditions. So given this progress, I pray that you grant Mr. Mundy parole today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Who's handsome? Man, these days.
All right, well, I just want to say, Mr. Munson, you made a believer out of me.
Oh,
my vote is because of the outstanding comments from the warden, your overall good institutional record, and you have an excellent transition plan to the building. I concur. I think you ought to do the AA meetings at least 2 times a week. And you're a good talker, and I want you to share your testimony. Tell about how you were homeless and drugs and all of that. However you get to share your testimony, share it.
Sleeping on
that
the
is my
roof.
vote.
Roof sleep.
Thank you, Ms. Wise. Mr. Freeman?
I also vote to grant with due release to the villain.
Damn.
One more, he goes to
Thank
Hollywood.
you. It's a pleasure to have interviewed you today, listened to your interview. My vote likewise is the same to grant Villa with 2 AA meetings per week. And as Ms. Wise
Good idea,
suggested,
with
we'd
that.
love to see you give back to the community by talking about your experiences to other people, so it may prevent them from following in the same category. So good luck to you.
Wow.
Thank you.
That is a textbook way to get out of prison, Creed.
No, it is.
Textbook.
Absolutely. I saw it coming. Listen, how many times have we seen really good ones? Where we feel as if this person is perfectly fine, ready to go, right? But they didn't work any programs. They didn't take
do
any
any of this stuff.
accountability for nothing. And we've seen it time and time again that they put it off. And how many of we've seen quite a few, a handful at least, where they have legit sat there and said, hey, if you would have done this, this, and this, because we're real close. You know what I mean? If you just would have done, so next time when you come back,
make sure you've done this and this. And he did everything he was supposed to. Thank you very much.
He'd actually been trespassed.
He nailed it.
He did.
From the same
Yeah, it's good
place
to see
several
that.
times. It's the
Back to
washboard.
Reno.
Address is 4004 Kitsky Lane, Reno, Nevada. So we would request that he not go there.
Okay, any objection to that, Mr. McGinnis?
No, thank you, Judge.
All right, Mr. Irwin, I'm going to give you, this is what you're going to do. I want you to pay attention to me on this
And
one.
never
You're gonna
forget, we saw a
report
man that
upon
had like
release to
400
the
and
Reno
something years
Municipal Court.
left to get out one time.
Jail
too.
will give you the directions on that. I'm going to give you 30 days Washoe County Jail. That is suspended for 1 year.
Okay.
Two conditions, very simple. Obey all laws and no contact whatsoever with the washboard laundry, which is located at 4004 Kitsky Drive, Kitsky Lane. Do you understand?
Sure.
All right, that'll be the order. Show up, report upon release, set up for those simple conditions, and everything will be fine. Thank you, sir. The other
Yeah,
charges are dismissed.
Was that credit time served or?
No, you're on probation for 1 year. There's 30 days hanging over your head.
Apparently he
Conditions
wasn't
are
listening.
simple. Obey all laws and no contact at all with the washboard laundry. The other charges are dismissed, okay?
So you said
Thank
30
you.
days suspended?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it one more time, real slowly.
We didn't get out.
You're gonna get out today. You're on probation.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You betcha. Okay, let's go to
You betcha, you little special
Jody
feller.
J. Did I do that one?
You might have actually. I mean, that's
What, did we already do that?
Yes.
No, there we go. Don't get old. Or don't
Too late for Patrick.
over here.
All right, Justin Coons, Kuhns. What are we doing?
Later.
I'd request that the city dismiss the trespassing in exchange for a plea to the petty larceny.
I'm waiting
That's
to
fine,
figure out
Ryan.
who's. There's so many people on this page. I'm trying to figure out who's the one that's going to get naked.
Oh God.
All right, what's your plea to the petty larceny charge?
Guilty.
Sorry, it's
All
like
right,
5 minutes.
trespassing
I'm
is
having to
dismissed.
scoot through it.
Oh, it's fine.
What are we doing with this, young man? We've got in 2022, got a trespassing ONR. Petty
Oh, definitely. He was
You've,
looking
you've been flirting with the law, young man. What's going on in your life?
I was just trying to get off the
with
street for a little bit.
disaster.
All right, City.
Your Honor, we want a suspended sentence on the condition he stay away from the Dollar Tree. The address is
Dollar Tree. Damn
2424
it, Dollar
Audi
Tree.
Boulevard. He's
I
actually
like
been
that.
trespassed 6 to 8 times in the last 6 months.
Got it. Okay. Mr. McGinnis?
Thank you, Your Honor. I
Edward,
inquired
yeah.
whether he wanted any assistance.
Okay,
from the court.
I
It
got you.
appears that he wants to try and fix his own life. So at this point in time, I think a suspended sentence is required.
Your Honor, I forgot to mention too, there was $6.25 of items that were taken, but they were recovered. So no restitution.
25.
All right.
25.
All right. And I think Mr.
Oh,
Coons,
God.
this is what I'm going to do.
I mean,
I'm
can
going
we
to give you
watch
30
it?
days.
I don't know,
Washington
about to
County
find
Jail.
out.
That is suspended
I'm about to see
for
how much we
1
see.
year. It's going to be very simple. Obey all laws and no contact in any fashion with the Dollar Tree at 2424 Artie Boulevard. What are you doing? Do you have a place to stay?
What is he doing?
All right. Just out of trouble. You got a job?
I mean, it must be pretty good.
You have a
It's
job.
funny. It's funny.
Where you
It's
working?
funny. It's
It's just
funny.
behind
All right, hold on, give
like
me a
people's
second.
yards and shit, snow.
What?
All right. Good luck. Stay out of trouble. Thank you.
Okay. Did you see the guys
Let's
passed
go
out in the
to
back on the pew pew?
Cameron Lester, Lester, 16307.
Thank you.
Request the city dismiss the driver's license charge in exchange for a plea to the no insurance. He's currently being held in other charge. Would ask that the court convert his fine to jail time.
Okay.
Did he get a driver's license or no?
No.
Okay.
Okay, we have no objection, Your Honor.
I'm gonna
Okay,
stop
Mr.
this.
Lester,
Mm-hmm.
what's your plea?
Give me just a sec. Time served. Do you have a YouTube channel? If so, everybody needs to check it out because this is making me laugh. Now you're going to notice there'll be some stuff going on where there'll be pausing and unpausing and things like fast forwarding.
All right.
That's because he's trying to get us to the right spot on this video. But let me see exactly if it'll let me share it this way.
Good find. We always
Oh,
love
this is it's funny because you get to see Judge Webster's face too, and that's pretty classic. Yeah, people need to check that out. That's cool. Creed, are you aware of they had that page, that channel, or was it just me that didn't know? Time served.
Time served.
Can we guess what kind of content you do? Why is it not letting me put it up like this? Okay, hold on. It's going to take me a second to figure out why it's not sharing it.
Take your time. Guys, after we check this out, we're going to jump. We will be back 4:05 East for We Gotta Chase. Of course, Wild Worman Wednesday today. Real quick, I just read. I got.
Oh, that's why.
I got to dig a little bit deeper. It looks like King of the Hill's coming back. I saw you guys talking about like Hulu and stuff. King of the Hill may be making a return with new seasons.
What's this audio? Why is there no audio? That's weird.
That's okay. Judge Webster with the cat eye glasses. I like them. Okay.
I know those are new glasses. All right, so I was sitting here, looking at what was going on. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm waiting for Destiny to put her Hooters out there for everybody to see and whatnot. But
to Edward.
Good old Edward is the man with the plan today. It's so weird because I got to share it from his StreamYard. So I can't control the volume for some reason. So keep an eye on Edward over here. He's got a beautiful ceiling fan. And is that a punching bag back there? Or is it just a red shirt? I can't tell. He's doing a lot of work.
The garbage.
He's moving around the garbage cans. I like that we're getting to know him. He hangs his clothing up on the wall, which is really weird.
Are you sure those aren't just displays? Of some...
Maybe he sells like LuLaRoe part-time.
Yeah, we found it.
See, that's him. If it's ordered a video. So, but I wanted to set the table of what I was seeing. So, as you can see, I don't know if he has like a itch or a jock itch or something, or he starts doing something kind of weird. And it freaks me out just a little bit. Because see, what's he doing right there? See, he's like jerking around and doing some humping.
See, have a pillow in front. Oh yeah, that is kind of weird.
What is he doing? Is he about to puke? I couldn't really figure out what he's doing right there. Do you think he was like pleasuring himself?
Floss guy and the other girl, the girl that was eating cereal way in front of her and going like this. Those are both triggers here.
All right, so he's like, yeah, because I thought he was putting his pants on, but he pulls up his
hey
shirt.
Now, okay,
he's like undoing his belt.
Oh, she sees him too. You see her.
She's looking. She's looking. She's like, this guy's trying to show us his wank. Mr. Luna, Mr. Luna, what are you doing, Mr. Luna? For God's sakes, Mr. Luna. Sure he was. Sure he was. Sure he was.
She cut him just in time.
That clip brought to you by the fine people over at Time Served.
Yes, thank you for that. My God, I love stuff like that. Flusha was ready.
Flusha's he's on the caboose today. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Grotto. I say pastrami, man, because he's got a cut of pastrami that he's working on today. It's like it's
the size of a cinder block.
My God, it's enough to fill up the Carnegie Deli for a few hours.
It's just
telling you. Bigfoot, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, no, she's fantastic. I ain't seen her in a while over at Sally Port.
What a great day. A lot of good stuff. Oh, wow. I would never understand people not understanding there's a camera right there. He knew what he was doing. Come on. He's trying to turn Webster on.
Some people get off on things like that.
Yeah. Webster, he knew what he's doing. He knew Webster wanted to see what he had. He was packing.
Yeah, not only King of the Hill that I had read, but the other thing is, too, a little known show called Party Down that was on Showtime a million years ago. They're doing a reunion. I saw it was like a 5-minute ad the other day that popped up on YouTube, and I'm like, okay, you got that one right. I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, I think they're actually going to do a whole season.
Yeah, it's a reunion season with everybody, as far as I can tell, which I think is, I love that show. If you've never seen Party Down,
very short seasons. They were like just a few episodes each season.
Oh, it's a great show. I'm so glad to see that coming back. Pike, thank you for the $2.
Pike's on the caboose then. Thank you, Pike.
Love that. You made it on the caboose. Thank you, guys. We'll see you at 4 or 5. That was it. Yeah, Party Down. Oh, I can't wait.
Such a fantastic show.
I will get Hulu for King of the Hill, and I will get Showtime if I have to for Party Down.
Very good. You can probably wait for it to come out. Let them get a couple episodes deep. Do a free month.
Ozzy's not going to be able to do any more touring because of his spinal injury. Said that today, the Tom Brady thing, and Dr. Phil all in one day, all announcing that they're retiring. So we might as well jump on that bandwagon.
National tragedy.
Last of this for this week.
Last of it. See you guys back at 4 or 5. If you haven't liked this video yet, please do so. If you would do us a big favor, subscribe to our case only channel. We got a case. We turn it on every once in a while. And,
no, Hector, not. No.
Oh, no.
By the way, though, I did drive by a million times the house in Merle's Inlet, a big white house that was on that terrible show. Not that show. Take the South out. It's not that one.
Crap hole.
Hi, Barb.
Barb, good to see you. And until next time, Barb, you take care now. Bye.
Seriously, I think the pastrami weighs more than me.
It's like a newborn baby pastrami.